Hello, darlings. Hello, welcome to Tammy's Vintage Living in a Modern World. It's nice to see you. So, what have I been doing this week? Well, it's been a busy week. Weeks tend to come, weeks tend to go. What I've noticed most this week is that prices have gone one way, and that's up. I don't know where you are in the world, but here in Ballarat, I have noticed that everything has gone up 10, 20 cents per item. My yogurt's gone up 30 cents an item. So yes, it's definitely prices are on the rise. Not to mention fuel, which is $1.71 a litre at the moment here in Ballarat, Victoria. And they're threatening that it will go up even higher. So, you know, it's really hard to sort of try and live on your income when you've have all these things coming and taking your money, things that you can't control. You can't control prices. You can't control things going up. You know, they're out of our control, and we just have to learn to manage the best we can with what we have, with what income we have. And it's not easy. My husband and I are on a very limited income. He's a bricklayer, but unfortunately he doesn't do the bricklaying anymore after many injuries, and so therefore we are on just like a minimum income, and we manage very comfortably here. We love our home. We're lucky enough that it is our home, and yes, we're very comfortable. But when things go up in price and you cannot change it, something has to give. So what gives with your weekly shop if you can't actually hit that deadline of your amount to spend that week? Well, I know for Bert this week, he has got no ginger beers to drink, cold ginger beers to drink. He's also got none of his southerns to drink that he likes to have, this lovely, you know, can of alcohol every so often. So he hasn't got any of them. That $32 for those two items has to sort of go to the necessities of the week, and it's just the way that it is, isn't it? So we manage to muddle through. We all do, don't we, girls? We're amazing the way that we can just pull a meal out of a hat, so to speak, and there it is. As Bert and I have got older, and especially since I did my weight loss journey and everything, I have found now that we more than likely do separate meals. I don't actually cook so much as I used to. Bert's ideal of a perfect meal is French fries in the slow cooker. No, not the slow cooker, the air fryer. He loves the air fryer. So French fries in the air fryer, and then he will have a chicken breast with that, preferably crumbed chicken breast with that, if possible. Or he might have a Chico roll with it, or some dim sims with it, or some fish with it. So he prefers that. Sometimes he'll have some coleslaw that I make, or vegetables that I make, but he prefers to have all of the other food on compared to what I eat. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know what I eat, and you can look for them. I'm not sure how to click links and all of that, but if you go to my channel and have a look, I've got quite a few videos there about losing weight. So because it's a big thing for me, I've always had an issue with my weight. Always been told I was fat from the time I was 9. So yes, as a mum, I tried to help that my daughters didn't go down the same path. In the end, if they do, they do. I love them how they are, and I'll never say anything else. You just love your children unconditionally. But I have two beautiful daughters, two different daughters, totally chalk and cheese, but altogether they've got the same great heart. Anyway, so back to the food thing. So I will have different food to what Bert does. So we prepare it together, and I'll often cook up bulk batches of chicken and eggs and things, and he'll have those. So that's okay. So unfortunately for 3 weeks now, we've had no fridge. Now it's been extremely trying with no fridge and a freezer that is sort of very temperamental. So what happened 3 weeks ago was we went to the fridge, and the fridge wasn't cold. Okay, that's all right. It's just what's going on. So you turn it on, you turn it off. No, it's all right. Everything's okay. We're imagining it. Not a problem. Anyway, the freezer was still all frozen, and that was fine. The next morning I got up and the fridge was not cold at all. In fact, the whole thing had turned itself completely off. And so we flicked the switch, we went out, we played with the power board, you know, you do all those things. And then we came back in and realised, you know, the fridge had come back on. And we thought, oh, it'll take a little while to chill, but it'll be fine. But meanwhile, I lost all my frozen food that was in the freezer because, I mean, once it thaws, it has to either be eaten immediately. And poor Bert can only eat so much, you know. So I don't eat it, very rarely eat anything that's frozen, apart from every Friday night, which is tonight. It's Friday here today in Ballarat. We have a pie for tea, and I have a cottage pie with potato on top, and Bert has his puff pastries Angus pie that he just loves with his chippies. And of course I have vegetables with mine. So we buy them at Aldi and they're so reasonable, only $3.99 for two, so $2 each. So how can you go wrong with that? Anyway, we lost all of that because of the freezer. So it's been a very trying week. And then rang the company to ask, well, can you come and fix the fridge? Rah, 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 rah. We can't get a technician for 2 weeks. So there you go. So we had to wait. That was fine. That was fine. We limped along. We used the drawers of the freezer like a fridge and kept a little bit in there, but you couldn't have anything frozen. Just had to keep it for cooling. And that was fine. And then the repairman was coming and I rang to check and they said, oh, it's not booked in. It's not booked in. The company, which is Hire, which is actually a Korean company that used to be Fisher and Paykel, hadn't actually booked it in and given it a service number. So I promptly burst into tears because, I mean, I was thinking another 2 weeks, all of this. So anyway, the girl took sympathy on me, Jo here, and she actually got a technician to come out the next day like he was supposed to. And we got an older man and he knew exactly what was wrong with it. So the part has been ordered, but it'll be a couple of weeks till it comes in, and we're still limping along with our fridge. And would you believe what it is, what has happened to our fridge? Our fridge freezer blew the heating element. Now, who knew there was a heating element in a fridge freezer? But that's how they keep it defrosted. So the heating element went, so it just kept icing up and icing up and icing up. And so the bottom drawer is quite cold, but the rest it just wouldn't get up. But anyway, we're okay. We will just wait for this to be repaired. And like everything else, you notice it. You notice that it's a challenge because, I mean, I didn't have the freezer to rely on for meals. So it's a lot more expensive because we've had to go out and buy things daily or every couple of days, and buying like cooked chickens and pulling them apart. And the chickens are a lot smaller than when I just buy chicken breasts and such. So it's been really challenging to actually to keep up with the food and to make sure there's stuff there for Bert, because a lot of the things that he likes had to be chilled in the fridge, like sliced ham and sliced salami and things like that. And I couldn't keep them in the fridge because if I put them in the freezer part, they were too thin and they froze, but they're not completely frozen. They're just a little bit frozen. So it's just been a nightmare. But anyway, that's been the major event of the week, and that's on the way to being mended. Thank the Lord. So back to prices and things. How are they where you are? I would love to know. Please leave in the comments. And if you like my videos, I know I'm a bit, I don't know, I'm just trying to find my feet here on YouTube, but I'm enjoying the process. So that's the main thing, isn't it? If you enjoy doing what you're doing, you're going to do it a lot longer. So I'm enjoying the process. I'm not sure if I'm getting lighting and things right. It all takes time, it all takes practice. So I'll see how I go. But I am what I am. And you know, if you enjoy it, please like, share, subscribe. So anyway, what's it like over where you are? Please leave something in the comments to let me know. I love it if I get a comment. And I was wondering also, another video I'm going to talk about perhaps a little bit later is, do you like crystals? Do you like rocks? Do you like healing angel cards? Do you like spending the day in silence? I mean, they're the sort of things that I love to do, plus my meditation bowl. I'm a very holistic kind of person, and while we all know that there is a God out there, there is a karma out there, there is something that's bigger than all of us, well, I think they're all right. The Buddhas, everybody's right. So, I mean, God is within us, I feel. So I love to find inner peace and inner comfort in my house, in my home, and try to create the home to be warm and comforting and relaxing, because that's what your homes have to be. You have to be able to relax in your own space, don't you? So that's it for this week. I'm hoping that I get some comments to give me some ideas of what you'd like me to talk about. And I'm also hoping that you enjoy this video. And I'm about to go off to Spotlight to buy a new pattern book. I want to get one on knitting dog coats because I've got 2 puppies, as you know. And I buy them little coats and they've just had their clip they hadn't been done for nearly 6 weeks. No, 8 weeks. They looked dreadful because they usually go every month. But Carmen is so busy, I couldn't get them in until now. So I've made the appointments for the rest of the year practically. So anyway, they wear little coats and I like them only to have pure wool. So you can't buy pure wool ones, so I'm going to knit them some. So I'm off to Spotlight to have a look for some nice wool for my puppy dogs and to buy the new book. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope everything's good wherever you are in the world. Let me know where you are in the world. Let me know if you're just around the corner, we can have a coffee. Just let me know. So thank you to everybody, and a special thanks to my good friend Anna Marie, who we were going out for coffee last Friday and I unfortunately couldn't. But we will catch up soon, Anna Marie, and we will have that coffee. So thank you very, very much for watching. Love to you all. Bye for now.